हेलो 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 वेलकम टू अनदर रैंट स्ट्रीम. ठीक है, फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स काइंड. इट्स नॉट रियली अ चिल स्ट्रीम. एंड बिफोर वी बिगिन, भाई लोग पहले मुझे बता दो सब लोग कि आवाज सही आ रही है नहीं आ रही है. आई होप द ऑडियो इज ऑल फाइन. बिफोर आई इंट्रोड्यूस द पैनल गाइस, मैं एक एक करके सबको इंट्रोड्यूस करूंगा ऑब्वियसली, बट बीच बीच में हम लोग चैट्स ऐसे लेते रहेंगे. ऑलराइट. देव इज इन द हाउस. देव कैसे हो यार? हेलो भाई, कैसी लगी हार? हाँ ठीक, आएंगे उस पे, आएंगे आएंगे. ठीक है, पहले पहले कमेंट में बॉम्ब फोड़ दिया ब्रो ने. ठीक है, बट देव थैंक्स फॉर ट्यूनिंग इन भाई. होप यू आर डूइंग वेल. कैसा रहा आपका वीक? आप तो चेल्सी फैन हो ना, तो आप तो आज खेल रहे होगे शायद, आज या फिर कल. आपका तो गेम नहीं नहीं, नहीं
है,
होगा.
यूरोप में भी है ये लोग, आर दे इन यूरोप?
Yeah, I think conference conference league में. Yeah, Vipra in the house. Vipra is an Arsenal fan. Vipra कैसा है भाई? Tanishq United fan. Tanishq bro कैसा है bro? हाँ, as usual भाई, as usual. Raju in the house. Raju कैसा है भाई? Keshav is a Arsenal fan, moderator and मेरा छोटा भाई. Keshav कैसा है भाई? Arsenal fan. Sanchit in the house. Hello Sanchit, कैसे हो? So बेसिकली सीन क्या है? आई हैव गॉट 4 brothers विथ मी ऑन स्ट्रीम टुडे. ठीक है, ऑल 4 of them fellow gooners and hence brothers. ठीक है, ऑटोमेटिकली इफ यू आर अ gooner you are my brother. ठीक है, ये है पहला क्राइटेरिया. दिस इज द फर्स्ट एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया टू बिकम Vivek Sarangi's brother. Not that it means anything, but it is what it is at the end of the day. ठीक है, I have with me AFC Arush, who is from Goa/Bangalore. He's a bit of a journalist. अपना इंडिया का डेविड ऑनस्टिन बनने वाला है. And alongside Arush, I have Drunken Gunner, aka Raj, जो कि आज पूरा फुल दारू वारू पी के आया है, पूरा उल्टी करेगा पूरा टेटा के ऊपर. ठीक है. Apart from Raj, last but definitely not the least, making his debut with us today, I've got Suchit. Damn, Suchit, first time debut, bro.
Yeah.
Suchit के यहाँ पे अभी दिन हो रहा. I think Suchit is from Oman, no?
No, I'm from Qatar.
Qatar, right. So
Qatar.
वहाँ पे अभी कितना 8:20, 8:30 is it?
Right now, I'm not in Qatar. I'm in California, so the time is around like 8:35.
Oh damn, you okay, perfect. मुझे लगा तू वहाँ पे आएगा. Okay, fair. So I've got 3 of my Arsenal brothers. ठीक है. So without wasting further time, मैं पहले सबको पूछता हूँ, कल का मैच देखा क्या किसने? मैं 60 मिनट में 60 मिनट. तो I'll tell you what happened basically. ठीक है, तो I was very skeptical of doing a watch along. The last real watch along I did was with Raj. ठीक है, who's here by the way, and we beat PSG, na bro? PSG 2-0.
Correct. PSG, yeah, that was a
Right.
good game.
Yeah, and since the clock change has happened basically due to the daylight savings, ठीक है, so IST it's like 1:30, which is like is a proper killer. And
Yeah.
if you're a student or if you're in job, and if especially me who's in the wrong side of the 30s, ठीक है, 1:30 से लेके 3:34 एंड सोते सोते 5 एंड सुबह 6 बजे उठ के ऑफिस के लिए सब रेडी वेडी होना है, दिन वगैरह सब निकालना है. एंड लाइक अरे नहीं यार, I cannot do a watch along for sure. What I'll do is I'll try to watch it. Let me sit through the game. That enough होगा. Yeah. And first पहली बार मैं लुढ़का आई थिंक वाज इन द 42nd मिनट. ठीक है, अब हल्का नींद आ गया. ठीक है, एंड कैसे फिर मैं देख रहा हूँ पेनल्टी मिल गया इसको, किसको? चालानोग्लू इज अबाउट टू टेक अ पेनल्टी. ठीक है, मैं बोला फक यार, अभी तो मैं देख रहा था सब ठीक चल रहा था, व्हाट द फक हैपेंड. फिर देन मैं बोला शिट यार, सेव करेगा क्या. देन कमेंटेटर्स लोग बोल रहे हैं कि अरे नहीं वीआर इज अपेरेंटली चेकिंग इट. ठीक है, चलो कुछ हो सकता है शायद. देन कुछ हुआ नहीं, दे वो शॉट मार लिया, फिर सेलिब्रेट कर लिया, फिर हाफ टाइम हो गया. मैं बोला अरे यार क्या होगा. देन द नेक्स्ट टाइम आई स्लेप्ट, इट वाज आई थिंक एट 60 या 70 मिनट पे. We were doing fuck all basically. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. So and we brought on Ethan वगैरह, and फिर मैं वापस से सो गया. There's no point basically. And जब उठा तो लास्ट में इंजरी टाइम चल रहा था. ठीक है, तो गेम ऐसा था. ठीक है, सो पहला चीज तो so first thing मेरे को भाई लोग आप लोग ये बताओ. We'll come to the inter game obviously. ठीक है, we'll come to the inter game. So what did you make of the Edu wala news, especially after the Newcastle wala game. मतलब कुछ लोग ने देखा होगा, कुछ लोग ने मिस कर गया होगा, मतलब you might have watched or not watched, but you obviously would have seen the results and what exactly transpired with Edu and what happened with Edu. So क्या, why do you think Edu jumped ship, if we might call it? Do you think can we call it jump ship, or would you rather say कि नहीं भाई, उसको ट्रिपल सैलरी मिला, मच बिगर रोल, एंड आर्सेनल में उसको वो वाला प्रमोशन का सीन नहीं बन रहा था, एंड रिचर्ड गार्लिक आ गया था, ही गॉट दैट रोल, एंड दिस गाय बेसिकली वांटेड दैट रोल. So what do you make of this decision, and do you really think कि ये, and obviously when such a big change happens na, in a club, I would assume कि they would have given a notice of some
Yeah.
sort, a formal notice, right? एकदम instantly तो नहीं हुआ होगा ना कि like भाई 1 month का notice period, 2 months का जो भी होगा. तो I think the club already knew, the players already knew about this, and they hadn't gone public with the news, basically.
So
do you think
there's
yeah,
yeah.
Arush,
So
yeah.
about the same thing. Just now, like literally 1 hour back, Athletic posted
Yeah, I saw that.
article about the same issue, and it addressed every issue from the date
Huh.
that actually Edu was supposed to leave, to how it went and how he chose to go to Brazil, and that's when they thought that he would be back for the Newcastle game, for the
Okay.
trainings at least be there. But the
Okay.
thing was that the first team players questioned it,
तू
and
देखा,
that's when
तू
they
पूरा आर्टिकल
realized.
पढ़ा क्या? तू पढ़ा आर्टिकल?
हाँ, पूरा
थोड़ा
पढ़ा.
समराइज करना.
So firstly, the thing was, yes, I think it's a good decision for Edu personally to move away, because it was his personal ambition to get a
Personal
higher
goal.
position.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it may not be fine that the project is still incomplete and he's left, but I mean, he's already helped us a lot. So if he's actually looking for a personal salary hike, a better role, and he's going to manage 3 clubs internationally, so it's something that he would actually look up to, and they have Brazilian roots as well. So personally, for him, it's a good move. About this whole scenario, Arteta and the main staff knew about this. The thing is that the first teamers didn't know, and some of the staff didn't know about it. The backroom staff didn't know about it, so they didn't know how to address it. So during this period, what happened was कि Edu actually flew to Brazil for personal reasons, and this is like 10 days back or something. And
Okay.
Arsenal was supposed to get out a official message during this time. So what happened was कि just before the Newcastle game, they realized after the Newcastle game के result, उन लोगों ने official statement भी दिया था ना. So that's
Yeah.
when they realized कि Edu is leaving.
Okay. तो okay, fair. Before that, मैंने कहीं पे तो देखा, I got a comment for Suchit bro, ठीक है?
Yeah.
Where did it go? रुपेश कहाँ गया तेरा? रुपेश कहाँ गया तेरा comment? Yeah, so Rupesh got a comment for.
Is it?
Sorry, but is that Arteta holding the Premier League? No, it is the FA Cup, I believe. It is the FA
No,
Cup.
no, there's one FA
Yeah.
Cup and there's a Premier League.
So,
And there's a Premier League as well.
Yeah.
This is
A
the
blend
FA
of
Cup
Europe.
that we won. This is the Premier League that we're going to win this season.
A
Manifesting.
blend of reality and aspiration. Both are there.
Manifesting, basically. Damn, यार, आरुष ने पूरा summarize कर दिया. And so basically, मैं ये पूछने वाला था कि do you think कि ये this all things could have played a role or have made some sort of an impact on the way the team has been playing since the last odd month or so? And especially if you look, थोड़ा weird आपको नहीं लग रहा है, considering how we finished the last season, the creativity wise, we are not able to finish with 11 men, 3 red cards, discipline suddenly has become an issue apparently, and obviously, and बहुत लोग बोल रहे हैं this is going to be an overreaction from Arsenal fans. I don't think it's an overreaction. I think it's a justified reaction. But do you think? Okay, I get what Arush said. Ki it's a personal goal wise. He is completely in his right to make that decision. Edu, right? अगर मेरे को भी मिलता कहीं पे 3x salary वगैरह कमाने के लिए, तो मैं भी जाऊंगा obviously. At the end of the day, it's a job, right? But he's our own guy. He used to be our guy, and he basically initiated that project Mikel alongside Mikel basically, है ना? He was supposed to be the partner in crime, है ना? And him basically बीच में छोड़ के चले जाना, do you think that will allow Mikel to grab more power in the club, or do you think ये नहीं होना चाहिए? सुचित, राज, आरुष, आप लोग का क्या टेक है?
I'll start first. I think I don't think. I mean, he does has personal aspirations and all. It is a better role. He might be getting more money, etc. But the visibility is at Arsenal. Whatever he does at Arsenal, if Arsenal wins, let's say FA Cup, Carabao Cup, anything, it will be credited to Edu as well as Mikel Arteta. So the visibility is there. I don't think that he left because he got a better role, more money, or anything of that sort. He left because I think he did not have a control on the signings which he was bringing in. Not
You think
complete
so?
control. Not complete control on, let's say, budget as well. So everything, every
But
budget, every
apparently,
budget comes in has to go
but
to
apparently
Tim
Calafiori was, but Calafiori was supposedly his
So,
signing, no?
so the
Arush,
thing
go on.
in the article, it also mentioned how Arteta and Edu had a very close relationship. So even during these transfers, like you said, Calafiori was Edu's plan, but Arteta wanted a different player. It was the same with Joan Garcia as well, the goalkeeper from Espanyol that he wanted. So these were
Yeah.
some of the moments which see, actually our fan base currently is in a very emotional state of mind. Everyone will
Yeah.
make out anything from stories.
Correct.
This story what we've gotten from Athletic is actually factual. So we need to base things around that. So it's actually true.
No, so I
So
think
if-
Edu and
so if-
Arteta ka relation is good, but like above them, like Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis, they don't release the funds very easily. So let's say they bought Calafiori for 50 million, but we sold Emil Smith Rowe and sent Reece Nelson on loan as well. So that is where they try to create a balance. In fact, we should have brought in Calafiori, kept Emil Smith Rowe, or kept Fabio Vieira. Something of that sort should have been taken place. They look at it as like a balance sheet sort of a thing. Ki, udhar we sold two, we bought two, sort of a thing. So it is just like that. So that is something I think he must have thought about. I think at any other club or a big six club, something of that sort rarely happens. I think we are the only one who focuses more on the balance sheet and then less on the pitch.
but back किए यार, board वगैरह, Cronkies वगैरह तो back.
They have been back there, but still, do you think we have completed fulfilled the transfer window in terms of title challenges, what we needed? So I think
Yes, Suchit, go on. Yeah.
That
To mute, Suchit, mute पे हो. You're on mute. हाँ, just unmute. हाँ, go on.
Definitely not. But also the fact that the board has stuck to the point where we need to sell players is kind of because look at the issues that are happening at other clubs where they're not selling, but they just keep investing into the club by buying players, right? For how long will this continue, and how sustainable is it for the club in terms of FFP or the other financial rules that will come that we're all talking about, like Manchester City? Like soon, people are going to start talking even about Manchester United. How are they able to invest like close to like 200 on an average in every summer window without selling much of the players for like a huge profit or even profit for that reason, right? So I don't completely believe for the fact that this specific window is where we had to sell and then only buy because of the change in window, change in the backroom stuff. Change in backroom stuff. I think selling was always coming. When was the question? It's never. I don't think it was about if. It's like when are we going to do it? It happened this season, and yes, Smith Rowe had to be one of the people who we had to let go or just
Do you think that was a wise move though? Because in hindsight, if you think this was our actually third season in a running where we were basically without any major injuries, है ना? The 21-22, 22-23 वाला season, and so this last two season हम लोग ने we are basically and if you even include that first season where we signed Ben White and Tomiyasu and Aaron Ramsdale, so the likes of Saka, Ben White, ये लोग पूरा तब से continuously खेल रहे हैं, right? Without any breaks, any gap in play or without any proper rest. And then they had the Euros and international duty पे भी जा रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो मेरा concern, what I was thinking is कि they should have thought about this. They should have planned this thing कि भाई अगर
हाँ.
हम लोग सबको अगर बेच देंगे तो अगर in case of a injury scare scenario अगर बन जाता है, what do we do in that scenario? Basically what happened in the last 1 month or so. So they
See, exactly.
got rid of ESR as well. They loaned out Fabio Vieira as well, and Odegaard हो गया injured. Or do you think that they had planned Nwaneri basically इसके लिए?
I mean, yes, they had planned Nwaneri, but the plan for Fabio Vieira was to continue this season. But the thing was, he himself asked for a loan out back to Porto. So that happened unexpectedly. Then Reece Nelson, we knew since the start of summer we needed a loan, but every club was rejecting it. Then finally he went to Fulham. ESR, yes, we wanted to sell him. It was a good deal. But the thing is that we sold... Okay, Nketiah also, he also went out. So we sold 3 to 4 players, but we got only one player in the name of Sterling. And we promoted Nwaneri, but the thing is that he's still not promoted in this side. He's still...
His
name is still there.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, gents? By the way, आप तीनों को ये ले सवाल है. Why do you think कि I get this this take or this scenario that he's being our management and our coaching staff is basically being too cautious with Ethan Nwaneri and ज़्यादा उसको expose नहीं करेंगे, ज़्यादा उस पे pressure नहीं डालेंगे. But look at how kids are doing at other clubs, no? At the age of 17 and 18, फोड़ रहे हैं. You look at look at how Musiala started his career. You look at how Lamine Yamal is doing. Look at even Foden. ठीक है? And look at other teams के. Not only all big shots. So that is how your career starts, na. Cesc Fabregas, Jack Wilshere. So they also started very young, na, at a very young age. They got their chance. So why do you think that has not been happening? Is that a blunder? Is that a blunder according to you?
It is down to the ideology which Arteta has. Yeah, he mainly focuses on duel winning, etc., etc. I think that is what he wants in the team. So he wants Marino to win balls. He wants Havertz to win balls. He wants Trossard to win balls. Martinelli to do that. Ben White to do that. Saka to do that. So that is what I think Ethan is yet to adapt, or he feels that Ethan can't do, or it is too much for a 17-year-old to run from box to box, winning balls, etc. So I think that is something he doesn't trust on Ethan to do. And Trossard obviously gave good performances from the bench, and he feels that Trossard deserves to start in place of Ethan as well. So that might be a mixture of those two things. Otherwise, I don't see anything which Ethan has done or something like our team has not been performing good at all. Okay, so some change is required. So even then, it doesn't go to Ethan to start the games. So that is something, I mean, I don't really understand it. That boils down to the fundamentals.
Yeah, so Chetan, Arush, I'll take your takes also on Ethan Nwaneri, and then we'll move on to the Interwala game. I'll take some comments. बहुत comments आ गए. I just could not take them. Lala in the house. Lala is a Liverpool fan, Liverpool content creator. Arteta should have kept Chido B. Martin and promoted him. You guys lost a huge player and a champ. I guess.
What?
उसके ऊपर बहुत सारा I've already spoken about this in the past streams. See, at the end of the day, he comes from a very poor family, and उसका background is not a very well-to-do basically यहाँ पे, and his dad took the decision. His parents basically took the decision for him.
And it's not even about that. कि उसको आर्सेनल ने ऑफर भी किया था इतना बड़ा.
वो सारा किया था. He apparently felt कि वो pathway मेरे को वहां पे मिलेगा, and apparently the agent उसका भी जो agent था who cracked this deal with United is apparently the same agent of Saka as well. वो reports में आया था. I'm not really sure कि कितना confirmation है.
It's true.
But क्या ही कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, मतलब youth player है, and गया तो गया. It's fair. उसको hate थोड़ी ना हम लोग अभी और कर पाएंगे. And Nketiah sell नहीं करना चाहिए था. He was a good player according to me. नहीं यार, नहीं. Come on, we had to move faster. We have to move faster.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing Havertz. I imagine Nketiah leading the line in against Inter away.
KV reacts in the house. KV reacts बोल रहे हैं, why is no one pointing out that Man City are having a terrible season by their standards as well? I think because
Arsenal are always the scapegoat, bro. The agendas have to run against Arsenal first. then
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
भाई वो करे तो सब ठीक है, हम लोग करें तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. If we do it, it's called dark arts. ठीक है. If we do it, it becomes the news of the town and everything. ठीक है.
Wait,
It is what
yesterday
it
was
is.
a prime example of that, right? Somehow we didn't get the penalty, even though we got punched in the face and all that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
That
right.
also.
True.
It doesn't
Madhusudan in the
matter, right?
house. Hello sir, how are you? Pratik और आशीष भी आया था. Focus on the academy more for a long-term success model. अबे तुम लोग हमारे से मॉडल का अभी ये सब कॉपी कर रहे हो, ठीक है. ये हम लोग अभी बोल रहे हैं चिरो ओबी मार्टिन को ले लेके भाई फोकस फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म. बट बैंटर असाइड, आई गेट इट. आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाट वी शुड
and
बी
we are
डूइंग.
actually.
Yeah, but the thing is ki our loan model has not been working properly, and that is a terrible miss. I mean, you look at what happened with Charlie Patino. ठीक है, कंप्लीट वो चला गया फ्री में भाई, नॉट इवन फॉर सम 1 या 2 मिलियन कुछ चिल्लर में वो गया. एंड
500k होगा यार. It must be 500k because he
something like that. Yeah,
academy, so that is
and
that
he's playing at a club he loves apparently, Deportivo La Coruña, if I'm not wrong, because उसका roots भी वहाँ से है. Yeah. And so the loan model is something that we should be working more, is what I think. But yeah, मैं कुछ और comments लेता हूँ. अब्दुल्ला भाई बीच में join किए थे, but he left. He has to more. अब्दुल्ला भाई, bro, thanks यार for joining यार. अनमोल in the house. अनमोल आया था बीच में. भाई मुझे पता था कि नाम ही टीम्स का बड़ा था. आर्सेनल इंटर विल बोथ गो फॉर अ ड्रॉ. तो भाई मैं 1 बजे तक उठा, लेकिन आर्सेनल का गेम देखना पड़ेगा.
We definitely didn't go for a draw. Arsenal definitely didn't go for a draw. We did everything possible. Like somehow, yeah. That if I start talking,
We haven't reached interview.
KV reacts बोल रहे हैं. आरुष explained everything stream. Right. राजू ने 20 रुपए क्यों contribute किया? Bro, you didn't have to do it. Okay, you don't. But I'll accept it. Thank you so much for your contribution. Edu leaving has nothing to do with Arsenal's recent results. This is just bits being created in the media. I agree. It's more like personal goals per se. He'll have basically more control over, more power and more work to do, more things to govern basically. 3 clubs को manage करने को मिलेगा. And yeah, I get it. केशव पूछ रहे हैं, is it a slump phase again in the start of the season जो हमारा hard time का था? I feel the same too. That similarly what we had in the last season का December वाला time में, where we went like without scoring for a few games, and New Year के बाद से basically we clicked. Yeah. Vidit in the house. Vidit कैसा है bro? Long time man. अरे वीक भाई ग्राइंडिंग इन लाइव 1 घंटे समाप्त. Yeah, करना पड़ता है ब्रो, करना पड़ता है. So for example, I wanted to do a video of Edu leaving basically, and turns out I didn't find time. उसको record करना पड़ेगा, and then I have to edit it. So I streamed it, but it's all right. तो करना पड़ता है भाई. Comments में सौरभ in the house. Saurav is an Arsenal fan by the way. Saurav bro, thanks for joining. 1:30 से 3:30 बजे तक मैच देखो टीम को पिटते हुए, देन सुबह उठकर काम करो. दैट्स लाइफ ब्रो, दैट्स अस, दैट्स सो अस. यही हो गया है भाई, ठीक है, यही हो गया है लाइफ, ठीक है. अनिकेत, गुड नाइट भाई. अरे गुड नाइट भाई. साइद भाई इन द हाउस. दैट रूमर ऑफ साने, इज देयर एनी चांस दैट आर्सेनल इज गोइंग टू साइन हिम? ब्रो साइद भाई, मेरे को लगता है ना कि आई एम सो टायर्ड ऑफ मिकेल बीइंग लिंक्ड विद द सिटी प्लेयर्स यार. मैं थक गया हूँ यार, लिटरली सीरियस. आई
bring some new ideas man.
अरे फिर बोलेगा वो गुंडोगन when he came back he was like नहीं, गुंडोगन के साथ लिंक्स, ठीक है. एंड जब बर्नार्डो सिल्वा के साथ लिंक्स, ठीक है, फिर स्टर्लिंग को वापस ले आया. एंड who is doing fuck all by the way. He's like on 100 grand per week, ठीक है. And man does not even bring him on to play. वो लास्ट कब खेला था भगवान जाने, ठीक है.
Pre-ACL, yeah, it was pre-ACL that his performances were pre-ACL. After ACL, I think he has dipped.
Yeah. रुपेश बोल रहे हैं कि Arteta wants to replace a washed with a washed player. यही लग रहा है. Reels बनाओ, views मिलेंगे बहुत. It's not just about views and reels. क्योंकि मैं Instagram में अभी 1-2 reel डाला था, that did well. But that's not really my thing. वो maybe different age group के लिए काम करता है. But once you're in the wrong side of 30s and you're working, you have a family and you're married and everything, you don't enjoy doing this thing. So basically, what I like doing is कि I like talking about Arsenal. मेरे को watch alongs करना अच्छा लगता है mostly, wherein I'll get to talk to all of you guys. एंड पैनल पे भी, चैट पे भी भाई लोग से कि भाई मैच चल रहा है, ये सॉलिड शॉट था, ये अच्छा शॉट था, दिस इज हाउ द टीम इज प्लेइंग, एंड दैट्स इट डन. इतना टैक्टिकल एनालिसिस, वो टीफो फुटबॉल एथलेटिक वो सब ठीक है, वो फेज चला गया ब्रो मेरा, वो सब नहीं है और सब ठीक है. या सो आशीष बोल रहे हैं, डू यू थिंक यू गाइस लॉस्ट गैस आफ्टर गोइंग ऑल इन? एग्जैक्टली आशीष, मैं यही एग्जैक्टली मैं बोल रहा था. आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैज हैपेंड, और यू फील वी आर सीइंग ग्लेयरिंग इश्यूज शोइंग अप व्हिच गॉट हिडन लास्ट सीजन. I think both. Okay, I'll let the panel answer this question, but I think bit of both basically. I think we got some lucky goals last season and last season as well. Odegaard का कुछ goals lucky था, Saka का कुछ goals lucky था. I think that is true. And कुछ decisions went in favor of us. कुछ decisions that did not go with us basically. Saide बोल रहे हैं, what about? So I'll answer that. So we'll take Ashish का question. I'll let the panel take that. What about the decision from refs tomorrow? By the way, we played far better than Inter, and we played better game than we played against Newcastle. Said bhai, hold this thought. Okay, hold this thought. I will just let the panel answer Ashish ka question. By the way, panel. We'll start with Arush. What do you think? What do you think of this? आपका take क्या है basically?
See, honestly, it's like you said, it's both of it. But the glaring issues showing up now, the glaring issues were there last season as well. These are all things that Arteta needs to actually work on. Like, see, the same decision-making thing, making the right substitute, picking the right lineup for a game like Inter, then the same left centre mid role, the left back issues, Martinelli not firing, Martinelli being isolated on the wide areas. Once Odegaard goes out, we don't have an option for a creative output. We should have actually signed some extremely good ball carrier, someone who's very creative in the center of the park. But we ended up getting a profile like Merino, like Eze, like
for
Eze.
example. Eze, okay. Eze is a good shot, by the way. Maybe I was taking the same names. Yeah. But do you think the Merino signing is too soon to be called or labeled a flop, or do you think
too soon?
No? Too soon.
You
know, I'll give you the sentence.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So this Merino signing is basically on Arteta not utilizing him properly. You know why? So see, if you see Xhaka's role in the 2022-23 season, it was more of his ball playing abilities and how he could actually get Martinelli into the game. But what this Merino role now is basically just the same role that Kai Havertz played last season. It's the same LCM SS shift that he's pulling up. But considering Merino is a duel launcher, he's winning duels every game. Yesterday also he won majority of his duels in the 45 minutes he played. So it's just more defensive minded. And that's just what the team has become once Odegaard has been injured. And the 4-4-2 again.
Do you think once Odegaard is back and is starting the games alongside Rice, then the actual midfield might flourish?
It will flourish, but then it doesn't change the fact that once he's not there, the issues will still pile up.
है ना?
Exactly.
Yeah. Fair. Suchit, Raj, आप लोग का take on the Ash का question? Yeah, go on.
I don't think we've completely lost gas because 2 times we've come really, really close. I'm sure there's a definite hunger because you've seen the way players have been responding, at least in press conferences, right? Because the last 2 years, we barely got any response from at least the players when it comes to press conference. They were not being reactive. They just been very defensive, that, okay, we're there, something, just about it. But now they're like, we are going to go and get something done. We're going to do something about it. We definitely care about it. So I don't think that gas is gone. But how Arush has said it, we've discussed this many times, either on Twitter, either on chat, or even on YouTube, where we have created videos together. We've always spoken about this. Once Odegaard is gone, somehow the team does not know how to create.
And whose fault is that, by the way? Whose fault is that? है ना? Do you blame it all on him? कि इतना पैसा खर्चा किया. So मतलब he's spent what 600 plus easily. है ना? 700-800 हो गया, if I'm not wrong. It's like 700 plus, है ना? So and he has spent so much, almost near to $1 billion, ठीक है? And he's not able to build a team where he does not have to basically rely on one man basically. अभी ये अगर साका को या फिर ओडेगार्ड को निकाल देंगे, या फिर you take out Saliba या Gabriel from the defense, basically we are done for. Our team is done for basically. So why is that? So And so, do you think Edu was also equally to blame for this? So, would you label his tenure at Arsenal a success, complete success, or was it like a mixed bag? उसको अगर 10 में से अगर rating देना होगा एडू को या फिर मिकेल को for this entire fiasco, I'll not label this as complete fiasco, but come on, at the end of the day, we are all frustrated कि भाई because things are not actually going to the plan basically. So what would you rate this entire tenure of Edu basically?
7.5.
Yeah, Edu, I would rate about like 6.5 to 7 because the kind of shit that we were in and to where he has come,
Hmm.
it took a great deal of things, especially that COVID time where things were not going our way in any way possible, either with players getting COVID or we're not able to invest because we're lacking in funds or let's just say a huge change in our backroom stuff as well, right? So to get us from that kind of situation, again, the whole belief that Arsenal are just sleeping giants to now like people who are a club that are competing for the title, I think it's a huge thing. So I wouldn't rate it as 6. I would put it like a 6.5 to a 7. So somewhere in these two, in that range.
Okay. Suraj बोल रहे हैं Harvard's. Suraj, welcome bhai to the stream. Harvard's is not what we need. Guy does not even show interest while taking a shot. I completely agree. This happened. More than a couple of times in the last night wala game. He was. I think it is the उसका demeanor ही ऐसा है, bro. First of all, but having said that, I completely agree with this. Ki he's not that killer striker that Arsenal need at the moment. I mean, yes, he'll do the job for you. He'll give it his all basically for you. वो सर्वर पूरा ये कर देगा, ठीक है? उसका blood सब खून सब literally खून निकाल के पसीना बहा के he will perform for you. But yeah, man, I'm losing patience with Kaya Havertz, yeah, Suraj. If you ask me honest opinion, I would much
shouldn't
rather
actually.
have.
Actually, I'll ask you the same question. When he was
Yeah, go on.
firing all those goals in the starting of the season, up until like let's just say up
Not even
until
starting of the season, starting of the year.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
starting
calendar
of-
year, I got a question. So basically, this calendar year has been a proper year stats wise for Kaya Havertz. I agree. ठीक है? He has done well for us. ठीक है? Till the last month, I think he was doing well for us. But even then, in the मतलब कहीं ना in the corner of my heart, मतलब मेरे को था कि भाई कि नहीं यार, we are the Arsenal यार. Come on, we are used to seeing strikers like what Robin Van Persie, Alexis Sanchez, Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp. ये थे हम लोग के strikers यार. And look what the levels have fallen down to. Olivier Giroud, फिर ये Kai Havertz. ठीक है?
I have told it earlier. Yeah, I think
I mean,
he's
no
just a
disrespect
German
to
Giroud.
Olivier Giroud. He's a fantastic baller
Modern day
and
Giroud have it.
yeah. I mean,
The thing is, see, he scores goals. Okay, he scores goals,
yeah,
but
and
when
if you take
in
out
these
the
matches
catalog,
like against Bayern Munich last season, against Inter, he won't score like clinical goals. Last night also, I mean, it wasn't an important match as it is. Like it wasn't a big match or a knockout or something of that sort. But yesterday, like he got the ball. He was 1-on-1 with the defender. I think it was around the 74th,
yeah.
75th.
No, but so I mean no disrespect by the way. ठीक है? So if you take out the catalog of top 20 goals of Olivier Giroud in an Arsenal shirt, तो YouTube reels ना मतलब पूरा फाड़ goals, all मतलब सही goals एकदम, ठीक है? So I get it, ठीक है? But you understand where I'm coming from basically.
Yeah,
और
yeah,
समझ रहे हो
yeah.
what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I'll
so
give you a
Kai
reason
Havertz.
as to-
Go on, Arush. Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
I was saying I'll give you a reason as to why you may think that Odegaard is not playing good now, and it's not on Odegaard. I mean Havertz. Yeah, sorry. So so Havertz, see, it's basically again because of this whole Odegaard scenario and how Arteta has set up Arsenal. It's the 4-4-2 again. So he has Trossard as his partner. You know, Trossard off the ball hasn't done shit. You saw him yesterday. He was ass. He didn't do shit. So you see, Arsenal yesterday they were very, very predictable. You knew that you get the ball, they'll pass it to the wings, they'll put on 46 crosses, they'll get 13 corners. They wouldn't be able to do anything. Why? Because you have Havertz playing Odegaard's role, dropping deep, but then you don't have the same guy when putting the cross. He's not in the box. Why?
I get
Because
that.
you're
He's Kai Havertz is not meant or not cut out for that advanced number 8 role. He's not cut out. He's simply not that player. He's similar to Joao Felix, if you understand what I mean. That false nine wala role, he can make a run here and there,
Make a run
or
and all, yeah.
वैसा वाला है, ठीक है.
He's that
Bit of a
Muller
luck-
type of player.
हाँ, मतलब bit of a luxury player यार, आप समझ रहे हो, मतलब bit like Mesut Ozil, ठीक है. मतलब you cannot start him in a, मतलब
But see,
you
can
remember the
compliment striker.
you remember the old UCL games where in group stages में we have two good teams and two fuck all teams basically, पुराने
हाँ.
पुराने days में, right?
Correct.
And so you'd start Kai Havertz and Mesut Ozil against the fuck all teams at home, and वो लोग पूरा फोड़ देंगे वहाँ पे, and they light up the stadium with their silky passes and their tricks and वगैरह वगैरह. But if you start a game against Barcelona or if you start a game against Bayern away, ठीक है, these people will not be able to do that. ये नहीं कर पाएंगे वहाँ पे, ठीक है. So either you need to have a team completely built around them, that's one, or else they are not meant for that match. खत्म. It's as simple as that.
What happens is it is too big a role for them to handle it individually. They can't carry the team for a season in all three competitions, score like 40 plus goals. You can score 20 goals and you can have the other striker, which you have other strikers in the team to carry that goal weightage with them. But Havertz leading the line in all the three competitions. He'll win the balls for you in the midfield, etc. He'll run from box to box, but in front of goal when it matters, I think he will in the big games. He won't
to compliment him.
He can thrive in a 4-4-2 wala this thing, provided if you have a proper center mid pairing.
Correct.
And Thomas Partey and Mikel Merino are not that pair. I'm sorry, but they are not that pair. Thomas Partey, who by the way is having an excellent season, by the way, and people wanted him gone.
Incredible season. I can't believe what is happening.
Even I thought he would be gone by last month only. His hamstring would have given up.
मुझे लगा था कि उसको बेच पास देंगे करके, but he somehow
I
survived.
want him gone. I still want him gone, to be honest. But
Okay.
I'm really glad. I want him
Okay.
gone for the right reason. That you've been here since the COVID time. What have we done for all these years except this year? Just because of this year, do we need to give you another 3-year contract? I'm not really sure. But okay.
He's
Where
going
does
to
this
a
work?
contract, by the way. He's
sorry?
playing for a 1-year contract.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Then
he
okay.
is.
And there are chances of Jorginho going away.
Going
As per
तो
my source.
एक साथ में I think it will be a bit like a open wound if we let both of these players go, na. So there'll be like a massive whole chunk left open basically. तो वो नहीं करना चाहता the management.
Now
is what
that
I'm
you have
thinking.
said it, we might. There are more chances of it happening. Both of them going there.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll come to the Inter Milan kal wala game. Okay, I'll pull up the press conference what Mikel said. Okay, I'll pull up some images वगैरह and we'll talk about the penalty incident and we'll talk about the game. उसके पहले थोड़ा मैं comments लेता हूँ. Chat में भाई लोग, I'm sorry because when I speak with fellow Gooners, I get so excited. मैं सब भूल ही जाता हूँ basically. It's like playing FIFA with your bro. वैसा वाला feeling है basically. ठीक है. Otaku Sama, I think is Rice playing against Chelsea? I'm not
Latest
sure. Arush, you have any idea?
Latest update was he has a broken toe, but he's still expected to play.
Broken toe उसका है?
Yeah, it was a report from Telegraph, and also what I know is that he also had a stomach upset after the Newcastle game.
वो कुछ खा लेगा वो
हाँ,
potty medicine खा लेगा ठीक gas tablet Rapsec Mentop सब खा लेगा ठीक.
So he was actually throwing up in the dressing room.
Oh damn. Okay. Sanchit बोल रहे हैं कि Arteta is very slow to change the system. He persists with the philosophy until we become bad. It took the 4 loss to Fulham and Liverpool and a trip to Dubai for him to. I completely agree. And we need that Dubai trip again, bhai. Soon.
We are not going.
मैं ऐसे बोल रहा हूँ भाई, let's all do like a crowdfunding and भाई भेजो भाई इनको, जाओ भाई तुम दुबई. And we as fans also we need to go to Dubai भाई. It's been a troubling month भाई, emotional roller coaster भाई एकदम से. Lala is completely roasting in the chat भाई. Rumors आए Arteta likes जल्दी भाई मेरे प्लेस से दूर रहो.
Vegetic is that Liverpool player है क्या?
Yeah,
He's a really good
solid player. अच्छा player.
Amazing player.
He's an amazing player though. Arteta out or in?
In.
so हैं in Suchit in
Yeah.
okay
I mean, obviously,
okay
I explain it, but like,
yeah so give me like two scenarios ठीक है it's like
hmm,
कि if this happens okay I'm all Arteta in if
hmm.
this happens then by just leave the club basically so what is the
Um,
second wala scene for you that threshold level
that's what. So by see, this season, I'm expecting at least one trophy, not a Carabao Cup. If you win Carabao Cup, it's almost. For me, it's like fine. Okay, for your
hmm.
own satisfaction, but for me, it's like it doesn't really matter because I've said this.
Hmm.
I've been consistent with this. When Liverpool won it, when Chelsea, no, not Chelsea. When United won it, I've been saying the same thing. It's just a Carabao Cup.
Hmm.
Guys. See, if you won the FA Cup, congratulations. It's proper. It's a proper trophy. So
Hmm.
I'm expecting at least FA Cup this season or the Premier League. But by next season, if we don't win the Premier League, I think he should see himself out without more backlash from the fans.
Okay, I have a follow up question to this, but before that, Arush, तेरा scene क्या है?
Myra will be the same. Even if he doesn't win a trophy, I would still back him to go into another season.
Raj, तेरा take क्या है?
Finish second, win a trophy.
Hmm.
Then I will keep him, but I think this season
You will
he
tolerate
has.
him basically for a year.
Yeah,
अच्छा,
I think
so
he'll
I'll
buy himself some time if he finishes second, and let's say
हाँ
wins like any trophy, Carabao कुछ भी, FA Cup कुछ भी जीत ले. I don't think he has the players to win Champions League and Premier League, but his tactics has not evolved since he has come in here. I think he's too one dimensional. So if it goes on
you
for
think so?
another. Yeah, so
But he
one is
sometimes
Odegaard,
lacks
second
the
is like
plan
crossing
B.
the box.
मतलब
So what else do we see? There's Odegaard. You take Odegaard out of the team, they start crossing in the box, and then also he can't
system,
score. Yeah.
system,
So
सब system.
so
Okay,
that is
so
one
let
which
let
I don't
so
think fans will tolerate it.
so let me give you a scenario, ठीक है? And आप तीनों बोलना कि are you still prepared to keep Mikel post this scenario if it's happening basically? The scenario is this: we fail to finish top four, ठीक है?
Hmm.
Or let's say we finish just in the top four, last spot, UCL
Okay.
spot, we somehow crack it, ठीक है? Last में एकदम से, ठीक है? And our run in the Premier League has been shit, owing to a lot of injuries basically, ठीक है?
Yeah.
And in the UCL first phase of knockout round of 16, we are gone. Okay. Crystal Palace up next in the Carabao Cup. So no Carabao Cup, no FA Cup basically, and UCL maybe first knockout round में we are thrown out basically. ठीक है? And we are just finishing fourth. तब भी आप लोग बोलोगे Arteta in, keep him for a season, or would you be like कि नहीं I'm running thin, extremely low on gas, मतलब ये मतलब मैं कुछ नहीं
This
बोलूँगा
is
वैसा
like the
वाला.
most negative type of narrative that will happen. So I will not say.
So
No.
basically what I'm asking is कि let's assume कि the worst has happened. That's why I'm giving you a hypothetical
The
scenario.
worst has
मैं
happened.
नहीं चाहता हूँ कि ऐसा हो by the way. ठीक है? So
Since
let's say
we're having conversation, I just want I want more context to it. So when we're finishing top four, just finishing top four, what is the injury crisis that we're going through? Are we having any injury crisis, or are we having all players fit and still we managed to finish only top four?
that's a nice question though. Let's say mix and match basically. Or does it really matter to you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at the present condition. You think we'll be
So
in
for
this
example,
present condition if we didn't have Odegaard
touch
injured, if we didn't have Calafiori injured, no?
touch
But
wood.
when Odegaard and Calafiori were there, we
Hmm.
were drawing against Brighton at home. That was down to Declan Rice red card and all. But like before that also, we were not
Bro,
creating.
someone compared Arteta to Xavi in the comments, bro.
हैं?
Please don't, bro. Please don't, bro.
Neil in the house. अरे Neil बोल रहे as a Barca fan, I kind of see him as a
Some trophies,
Xavi-ish
bro, he's won
manager.
one FA Cup.
Make the
That too
club
with oldies.
respected and kind of stable. Stability point, I agree completely. I completely accept that. Out or in depends on the available managers. Okay. Panel is mostly. I completely respect the panel का take. They are like कि भाई नहीं Arteta को एक chance देते हैं इतना दूर तक लाए लास्ट में हम we should not just ऐसे ही मतलब ना छोड़ दे. I get that, but so basically मेरा question था is like कि so I'm just thinking from a like a IT corporate IT वाला normal guy perspective, ठीक है? So project तुमको एक project मिला, you are getting a project and you have to deliver it, ठीक है? Project delivery timelines and deadlines have been set, ठीक है? Code has been developed, कोड हैज बीन टेस्टेड, QA साइन ऑफ वगैरह हो गया है, रिलीज साइकिल भी सब बन गया है, ठीक है, and the go live or the code deployment does not happen to the production में, मतलब basically the entire cycle at last minute में जाके फुस हो जाता है. तो don't you think in that particular circumstances the guys who are in charge of, they actually get fired or given the pink slip? ऐसा होता है. It's a norm in all the corporate sector, चाहे be it even in the public sector as well. For example, if I'm given a job to do and let's say I'm given a 3-year contract, ठीक है, and मैं 3 साल में I'm almost on the verge of 99% and 98-99 पे मैं I fluff my lines basically. So do you think they'll not chop me off? They will. So why the special treatment for Mikel then? I think we have given him ample time, and if things go south basically, which I'm hoping they don't, touch wood, Mikel wins something for us this season. But I'm just मैं वही इसलिए I said ना कि hypothetically speaking, let's say we are having a complete opposite of a season like what we had the last season. जैसे ठीक है, we are not doing well in all the cup competitions and not doing well in the Premier League वगैरह वगैरह. So do you still think I'll back the guy? So मेरा confidence तो एकदम से मतलब नीचे आ जाएगा, is what if I'm being completely subtle
honest
about it.
Yeah, okay.
हाँ, subtle. नहीं तो मैं
what makes me think no in the near future is also because he's recently signed a long-term contract as well.
Contract, yeah. But वो तो contract तो कभी भी ये लोग फाड़ सकते हैं, उसमें क्या है? उसमें क्या है?
I think ये Sujit brings a good point regarding context of injuries and all, but let's say with and without injuries as well, there has to be a strategy where you play good football. Yeah, I don't think Arteta does that without injuries or with injury-ridden squad. There is I don't see any identity. They keep crossing in the balls and it's just inshallah cross and inshallah, and even through cross they don't score. So it's really difficult, if he has a bad season, even if it is with injuries, I think for me it will be difficult to digest that he gets on after finishing, let's say, 4th and not winning anything at all.
Yeah. Okay. हम लोग बहुत digress कर गए हैं, by the way. ठीक है. It's all my fault. I apologize. ठीक है. I completely. It's been 50 minutes and we have not even spoken about the inter game. ठीक है. I'll just quickly take the last 5 comments and we'll go to the inter game. ठीक है. आयुष बोल रहे हैं bye. ठीक है. Said bhai बोल रहे हैं if no Arteta then who should be next manager? It's a very long.
Depends on the director of football next.
हाँ. Exactly. Which is why the next sporting director whom we hire is a.
Who would your top 2 be?
मुझे चाहिए वो लेवरकुसेन वाला यार, साइमन वोल्फ्स, मुझे वो चाहिए, but it's not going to happen, I think.
I mean not director, but like if Arteta moves, who would your top 2
managers?
You think that is a possibility that can happen?
No, I'm not thinking. People are asking questions. No, if Arteta, then who?
Who should be the next?
अच्छा, if no Arteta, then who should be? अच्छा, वैसे नहीं यार, मैं इस तरह में सोचा नहीं हूँ, honestly. I've not thought about it.
That's why I said that we need a director of football before if Arteta goes. If Arteta is
also director of football is not gonna come till this summer.
December.
Yeah.
No, till summer he's not gonna come.
He's there. Yeah. This guy is there.
They've promoted Edu's right hand guy to do the job for him.
Tim Lewis. कौन है?
No. His name is I forgot his name.
A से चालू होता है.
Okay.
A से कुछ.
Sanchit बोल रहे हैं if we finish 4th, he should go. If we fall down that bad, it's down to poor squad management and lack of attacking prowess. Okay. I 90% agree with this, bro. Sanchit bro. KVD बोल रहे हैं let's not forget how Arteta's contribution to change the negative atmosphere. Yes, branding पे बहुत काम किया है. The new anthem and the new graffitis, ये वो branding, new deals, new kit, ये वो and वो mood and that bit of an aura. पता नहीं वो aura धीरे-धीरे कहाँ गायब हो रहा है, but yeah, but I get it. In the last 2-3 years, it has been a good time to be an Arsenal fan, but yeah, ये लाला ने jinx कर दिया basically. Would you take Xavi Alonso or Arteta?
No.
Alonso won't be coming to Arsenal. Come on, let's be clear. I think Arteta should be there. Syed bhai is basically Arush and Raj and Suchit के opinion के साथ match कर रहे हैं. Okay, Who would you take place of Mikel? ये मैंने कर लिया. Cristiano in the house. Cristiano बोल रहे हैं, how can you say Arsenal has the best defense in the league and you consider the same amount of goals as City and Chelsea who are known this season?
Last
We
season.
never said our defense
तीन
is the
game.
best this season.
हाँ नहीं मैं कहाँ बोल रहा हूँ. This season Liverpool has the best defense. It's there on the table for everyone to see basically. And we 10 game में से 3 game तो we have finished with 10 men basically. So how are we supposed to keep clean sheets? That's not going to happen.
Exactly.
ठीक है.
Why-
Arsenal really
Very
need a
good,
good left wing. Martinelli has been shit. The left flank is dead. I
so
wanted to
this-
talk about Martinelli. Guys, what's wrong with Gabriel Martinelli? You think that uska evolution has completely stopped? मतलब उसके you guys play FIFA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
EAFC 25. So in Ultimate Team, a new this thing has come, a new feature wherein you get to pick a player and you run a evolution on him. ठीक है? So basically, if it's a 80 rated card, it can become a 82 or 85. You basically increase the stats, and people normally do it for their own club players whom they like. ठीक है? And it seems कि Martinelli का evolution ना since that पहला 2 season के बाद it has completely stopped. है ना? I know he had that injury last year and everything, and perhaps he's still yet to he's yet still finding his feet, finding his form वगैरह वगैरह. तो would you give him more time, guys? Arush, Raj, Suchit.
he will get more time. Yeah, I think we'll buy a new winger next.
And he should remain as the number 2 choice as well. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
he'll remain
He
as a
can
number
compete.
2. But again, I think the problem is with Arteta. He makes the kid run up and down the wing. I don't think he has the energy left in the final third to do anything. I think
See,
he
यहीं
can
पे तो मैंने पढ़ा था कि he
impact
has become like the पतला वाला Adama Traore.
हाँ.
It's like he runs to the corner and then he's trying to do something but it's not working out.
Yeah, he loses the ball in the final third, then he tracks back, comes again, tracks back, goes back,
See,
up and down. I think that is bad. Yeah.
He's surely got problems individually. Yes, I agree that whenever he's dribbling, he'll purposely go on to the wider areas just to find a cross. If he can't, he'll just cut back, try looking for passing option, slow the game down. This is all very common, but it's also the system. As much as we blame the system, it's also his fault as well. So in the end, we need a good setup for him as well, for him to work.
Suchit, I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, even I like.
Oh, is it?
I like Martinelli, but I'm asking what has happened to him basically this season. Why do you
Wait.
think? Yeah, go on. Yeah.
1 second. This guy, right? And I know him from Twitter. That's why I'm like, because he'd slander Martinelli. Like, bro, what is Martinelli doing? And next moment or something, an assist or a goal will come from him. So, but see, I love all my players. I love Martinelli more than Saka. I've said this every time, but it doesn't mean that I won't have conversations when he's being shit. So this conversation is completely fair. And don't worry, I'm not completely oh shit, how can you talk? But like, I'm open to having conversation when players are shit of all across the team.
But he has been bad. He has been
But do you agree with what Arush and Raja saying? Ki,
Yeah.
If he does not perform, so he more than happy to move into a number 2 basically.
Definitely.
Or do you think we should sell him? No.
Oh, I don't think selling is.
See, I'll tell you.
I don't think
I'll tell you
selling
what
yet.
my source. I'll tell you what my source has told me now. So what the
Okay.
thing is now is that we are planning for winger options, and the thing is, if we do get a big name, there is a chance that one comes in, one goes out, and the one goes out may be Martinelli.
Or maybe अरे वो स्टर्लिंग वाला लोन कैंसिल कर दो ना. अरे वो बोल भाई
पर ये समर में है.
अच्छा वैसे बोल रहा है.
Okay.
हाँ, और स्ट्राइकर लिस्ट भी आ चुकी है हमारी जो देख रहे हैं वो.
चलो अच्छा है.
But this is usual, yeah. This is again
God willing.
club
हो जाए यार
mouthpieces.
ऐसा.
After a loss, we are circulating striker names and winger names. I know this strategy.
Hey, Suraj, behave yaar.
What-
Suraj, behave. Come on यार. ऐसा नहीं बोलते.
What do you mean, Anthony? What has happened?
Man,
Vishal बोल रहे हैं, I don't understand how was Martinelli
How
market
was
value
that?
75 million, now it's down to 56. I think
56 is
last
still
2
good,
seasons
bro.
basically.
It's still good. It's still great.
Yeah. By the way, Prathamesh, I'm trying to ping you on Discord. You have joined using 2 accounts. Which one is active? Which one shall I remove? मेरे को बताना. Do let me know. So yeah, guys. let's go to the Inter wala game. Okay.
We cross
Fine.
also.
बहुत time waste कर दिया मैं. But it's fun speaking to fellow Gooners. Trust me, yaar, seriously. Yeah. So this is the club statement basically. ठीक है. And what Mikel ने basically क्या बोला है इसकी, after falling to our first Champions League defeat, he faced the media at San Siro, blah blah blah. On his assessment, he said that the worst thing of the night for sure is the result, because the performance, the attitude, the dominance we showed against one of the best teams in Europe in the stadium. I haven't seen it in all the other games that I've watched, but the reality is that the result is the result, and we participated in that because we had many situations we can resolve, blah blah blah, score at least 2 goals, and then extremely frustrated, all because there are 2 decisions at the end that marks the result and the course of the game. Okay, and उसके बाद वो बोलता है कि on the 2 penalty decisions for both teams, I don't think the decision was a correct one. It's a deflection. There's no danger, blah blah blah. But if then that's a penalty, then the one on Mikel Merino when he punches him in the head has to be 1,000% a penalty. These are the margins. So, did you guys had a chance to basically see what this is all about? Because I know about it. I know कि you might have missed it, or maybe did you guys see the handball of Mikel first and the punch basically? Yeah. So ये है. Okay. So this was before the goal basically. ठीक है. Let me just quickly हल्का फुल्का zoom out. So it's apparently from a corner or maybe a free kick if I remember correctly.
Free kick. It's not a free kick also, by the way. It's Martinelli's cross.
अच्छा, open play से था क्या? Okay.
Open play. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah,
He's
sorry.
making the run, na?
It's a whipped in cross.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So basically, both people are now trying to reach the ball. ठीक है? They're going for the ball, and Sommer ने पूरा miss कर दिया ball को. ठीक है? And he has landed a solid punch to Mikel Merino. ठीक है? So he is basically referring to this incident, Mikel Arteta. ठीक है? Now I'm not going to sit here and blame referee. नहीं तो Twitter वाले बोलेंगे and सारे fans बोलेंगे कि chat में बोलेंगे अरे always blaming the referees ये वो. But this was not given apparently. And the handball I think was a bit 50-50 मेरे को लगा.
See, handball in the Premier League it won't be given, but in the UCL it will be given. So
it will be given.
It is just like that.
Yeah. So this one is the handball thing. तो I had मेरे को इतना complaints नहीं था, to be honest. ठीक है? Because I was more really concerned with the way we approached and played the game in the first half and in the second half basically, and how toothless basically we looked in the attacks. तो मेरा वो concern है. मेरा ये दो concern नहीं है. But Mikel obviously is trying to deflect. He's trying to deflect this to this basically. ठीक है? And हाँ, तो best teams in Europe, obviously we knew this. Inter at home are one of the solid teams. ठीक है? They kept like 5 out of
you put a tweet yesterday saying that
6 games में से 6 games में से they had like 5 clean sheets. ठीक है? And obviously they won the Scudetto last year around with a
They were
GD
in
of
the
like
Champions League final one season.
Final भी
before
थे
that.
and 67 goal difference के साथ जीते हैं भाई last year title. ठीक है? 67. And they were without their few of their star players, yeah. Like
They were
Barella was
rested
not
because of the
starting.
Napoli game.
हाँ, weekend पे है. Late night Sunday night और early Monday morning वैसा कुछ तो है. And Bastoni नहीं खेल रहा था, Barella नहीं था, and
Thuram नहीं था, Dimarco नहीं था.
Yeah, Dimarco. सब bench पे थे, right? They were all on the bench basically. And head to head में there was this Thierry Henry wala game which I was too young to remember, but I remember the result obviously. We lost the first leg and then we won in the away leg thanks to a Thierry Henry hat trick.
First English team to win at San Siro.
Yeah.
Against Inter, against AC as well. AC Milan, Intermilan.
ACB Inter दोनों को. हाँ, AC in the I think in the 07-08 season. That's Cesc Fabregas wala goal if you remember.
Correct. Yes.
Right. And but मेरा favorite goal था was that Robin van Persie वाला goal which I again shared in the Twitter के GIF करके मैंने share करा. So we knew कि Inter वाला game is never going to be an easy game, right? And let me just read the rest of the conference press basically उसने क्या बताया ठीक है the concern tonight is the result obviously in both boxes at the end we did not do what we have to do when we did not then someone else didn't and that's it for sure this is the way I want to see my team मुझे मेरा concern ये है ठीक है so I know he's trying to speak hastily or maybe he's trying to encapsulate everything into a single statement but he's not addressing it basically openly कि भाई नहीं we're not creating enough ये this is what the fans want to hear कि नहीं you we know what's the issue तू खुले में बोल आके basically कि भाई we are not able to we are not without our star man and we are not basically able to play with the way that we want to play basically and also he's not addressing the fact कि he's not his strikers are misfiring he's not able to call the services of Sterling
And he should take accountability himself as well a bit.
Yeah.
है ना all the big games and we have in Europe by far this was the best one we played in the last few years I get it from a context that maybe they did not score from an open play goal they scored a penalty basically and they just defended and we had the ball and we practically could not do anything with it है ना this is just like that 10-11 वाला season if you remember that Denilson वाला time में
But
After
Inter
Sesca
could have
Vegas.
scored one or two. I think Dumfries in the first minute itself.
first minute भाई first
yeah,
minute
गांड
अरे
फटी थी यार.
हाँ अरे literally I was like कि it's going to be a long night man the game had just started ठीक है
Bro, they had their defenders attacking like nothing in those rotations.
was
They were
that new
rotating,
guy?
playing the midfielders in the back line. Defenders were making runs. Bisek was making runs on the left wing.
Correct, Bissac. Correct.
Harish bro RBB20 United fan I get it welcome back to the stream Cristiano it's a clear handball though City also got a penalty like that which Haaland missed fair I would say but we'll not sit here and complain नहीं तो आप लोग बोलोगे कि अरे Arsenal fans complain करते हैं तो we'll not do that Anshul welcome यार Anshul का team बार्सिलोना ने फोड़ दिया basically again 5 goals 4+ goals Rafinha भाई what a season he's having and did you see his corner he took a corner direct corner and almost scored with it the ball hit the
Even
bloody
Saka
post.
did that almost.
हाँ मतलब
Rafinha का
he
post
did-
को लगा ना.
but he did not do it in the interval game ना वहां पे करना चाहिए था
Inter वाले game में बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
did he
Yeah, Dumfries cleared it off the line.
अच्छा,
It missed through everyone.
it was not that threatening यार ये
अरे
वाला
नहीं
काफी
it
अच्छा
was
था।
a goal यार
It was going straight inside.
it hit someone and
वो रुक
they
गया ना
cleared it.
वो रुक गया ठीक है okay I'll come to that Mikel Merino was also penalty EB penalty बोल रहे हैं Summer punch was 100% a penalty okay I agree okay Arsenal fans want Gyökeres it's not going to happen I think bro I don't think it's going to happen
Don't want him.
yeah so अंशुल था चैट में मैं बोल दिया इसलिए ठीक है कम ऑन यार this roll with the chat let's please हाँ ठीक है तो so basically what happened match start हुआ ठीक है and Dumfries ने पहले ही I think inside the first 4 minutes inside the first
Any
4 minutes
first minute just I think it was around first minute after the first minute.
हाँ उसने मार दिया मैं बोला like shit man gone मैं watch along नहीं करता and I was noting all of this in my WhatsApp diary basically in case I have to do a video I'll just pull my log up basically ठीक है and so and then the 8 minute हुआ 8 minutes gone 9 minutes gone 10 minutes gone we are not even having the ball ठीक है first 10 minutes Arsenal मतलब उसके पास बॉल ही नहीं था and then 11 minute कुछ हुआ then I think Merino and somebody else maybe they took down Dumfries एक दो थोड़ा physical challenges के साथ then the game took a pause it was a more of a tactical fouls basically वैसा वाला था people will call it dark arts but ठीक है and then we started having more of the ball and then and the game play हाँ and the games वैसा ही चला basically the 90 minutes ठीक है we had the ball we were passing it here इधर कर रहे थे but nothing no end product basically they were solid in their defense मेरा issue था कि we had like what 13 corners by now ठीक है 13 to 14 out corners we had and एक या दो corners को छोड़ के ना मतलब rest all of the corners were bad pretty bad which is why I didn't recall that Saka wala corner, to be honest.
Also,
But now,
Saliba had also a chance from
yeah,
Martin.
and wide ho gaya wo wala. And Kai Havertz had a chance and it was blocked and then saved. And then last maybe when Raj bola ki he was looking half interested, or maybe somebody from the chat said ki he looked half interested or something like that. So something. So yeah. So क्या लगता है मतलब what do you guys make of this result? It's a loss at the end of the day. Don't you guys feel deflated? या फिर do you think it's an overreaction? Chronicles of a Gooner, which is run by Harry basically. ठीक है? He says कि Arsenal fans are into a meltdown. This is disgrace. ठीक है? And it's an overreaction. And but do you think this is actually a overreaction or do you think it's a legit reaction? आप लोगों का क्या take है on the Inter game? Please let me know. I'm speaking too much. Arush, go and then Suchit and then Raj, please.
Yes, of course, because you know how emotional the scenes are as Arsenal fans currently. And coming off the Newcastle result, everyone had a Newcastle result. The starting 10 minutes were a good enough scenario that, oh, it's going to be a long day for us. But then, considering the fact that Arteta managed to get the game back, it was a big thing to do. But what I'll say it straight, but I was very happy with the performance. On another day, we could have scored those chances. On another day, Inter have one of the best defenses in Europe. And they played
Arush
a
is
low
just
block.
like Ty यार. वो Ty है ना FTV का is always positive. मतलब सही है. Okay, go on.
All this, so मुझसे
Yeah,
हो
go on.
जाता है.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So yeah, basically that only, and it was a frustrating watch because for me it was a frustrating watch because Arteta couldn't make a difference with the substitutions, with his ideas to not break a mid block. It's the same old issues. You asked what were the issues. Someone comments में पूछा था ना कि what are the glazing issues अभी भी है. We can't break a mid block. We don't have players to do that. We brought in Vaneri. He came on 80th minute. 2 half turn nikala.
He looked
One
sharp
shot
with it.
pulled up. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So we needed that to happen earlier. So these are some issues that Arteta needs to, and it was very repetitive and predictable. And the crosses were like first post पे सब crosses आ रहे थे. What do you expect? Striker है, striker नहीं है. Crosses first post पे आ रहे हैं. So it was.
By the way, Anshuman in the house, the United Road guys. If you haven't checked out United Fan, he produces daily content. Big up Anshuman here, the United Road. Thanks for joining in, by tuning in. Anshuman, banter apart. Arsenal had a brilliant second half. That's what Arush is basically saying. But Arush, on that, on that analysis basically, तो मेरा follow up question ये था कि what I wanted to ask you three basically is कि why not sub Trossard off?
Yeah.
And so
Bro, I was fuming on Twitter.
है ना? क्या हो rहा है?
Man, these are questions you can't
Bro,
answer. You don't have any answer.
दक्ष मुझे टेक्स्ट कर रहा था. He's like, भाई क्या कर रहा है ये आर्टेटा, सेल्फ सैबोटाज कर रहा है. उसकी चेल्सी के अगेंस्ट तो खेला ही नहीं चाहिए.
I don't think Trossard should start against Chelsea. Like, if
It should not.
If not Veneri, at least start Jesus there. Like something.
Yeah. Some change. Make some change at least.
Not Trossard, because
what's happened to him though? What since that penalty miss, I think उसका confidence पूरा
but he's always been like that, no? वो थोड़े गेम फॉर्म में आता है when he starts. Off the bench he'll get the power because उसके पास legs है and he knows he's read the game how it is going to be. उसका always वैसे ही है और उसका attitude में भी थोड़ा problem है ही है. You can see how he plays.
Yeah, Suchit, आप कुछ बोल रहे थे. Go on ना. Yeah, tell me.
I was see now what I'm going to say might sound like very similar to what Arish is saying because that's the whole thing I want.
Go on, yeah.
I felt we were genuinely unlucky. Yeah, the penalty not given to us was one of the other reasons why we didn't equalize. But I felt we did so much to win the game, but somehow I felt we were unlucky. Like, how can you have 3 to 4 goal line clearances in the same game? Not across the season, in the same game, 3-4 goal line clearances from the defense, and and whenever Arsenal throws a body to defense, somehow it gets deflected to go to a goal or to a corner or something. These guys threw their bodies at the ball, and somehow it just stayed there for the goalkeeper to collect it. It just didn't make what more could Arsenal have done in the second half to get at least that what do we say the equalizer? I was genuinely confused. But again, the substitution was what I was like very concerned about, or you could say disappointed. I felt Veneri should have come on at least in the 60 minutes. We've been saying this probably in the last
Or
3-4 games.
considering
Yeah, go
Merino
on.
also came 45th minute off, I thought that
Off हो गया, हाँ.
substitution was made for Trossard to come out early and get in one area or Odegaard or something.
But that didn't happen. ना, वो bit of
that's
a shocking लगा मुझे थोड़ा ये. हाँ,
Yeah.
so Arush and Suchit, आप दोनों basically ये बोल रहे हो कि the performance was basically a lot better than the Newcastle वाला game, or maybe perhaps than the Bournemouth वाला game. Even Raj is also nodding his head in agreement basically, or not. Okay.
I am agreeing, but yeah, we have seen this before. It's not something new. You know, you pick out any game apart from, let's say, Barca knockout and Bayern Munich knockout. You pick out any game in Europe where we have been knocked out. We have been simply like that. You say Atletico Madrid semi-finals, Europa League. Udhar bhi we put down 100 shots. We missed. We lost the game and we got knocked out. You. Take out Olympiacos wala game, Aubameyang misses a 90th or the 90th second wala goal. Okay, there's always that Monaco game with Giroud, masterclass against Monaco. In the UCL again, he misses 100 chances and we get knocked out. So this is the same old story. So I'm tired of giving our best performances and then losing the game. So I mean, Arteta has to do something. Yeah, this is even the players have to do something. You can't just keep missing chances and then come out and say that, oh, we played our best night in Europe in 2-3 years and still we lost 1-0 now. I mean, that is shameful. That has, I mean, I don't agree with that we played our best football and still we lost. We played better than Newcastle. That is a good thing, I think, but we still lost. I think the result is something I would look at it and be like, we can't lose after playing our best football. That should not be the norm at all.
Off the topic, Bhaiya, if you can just open the media room channel right now on Discord, I have shared one of the most shocking and unexpected record of Rafinha. I will. Let me just finish the conversation. Pakka मैं करता हूँ before wrapping up the stream. I think already I've taken more time of the panel यार. उन लोग को भी काम वगैरह रहेगा. Guys, 10 more minutes and we wrap up. All right. Thanks for your time. Yeah. So, beach mein, I had gotten one question. I'm just searching for it.
There was an amazing comment as well. Yeah, there are some players,
कौन सा वाला बोलो ना?
fans blaming the refs, but there are some who are blaming the format.
Yeah, it just came from that Anshul guy only.
Okay. नहीं Syed भाई का एक question था. I think he was asking about the summer business. The winter business that we can do perhaps to salvage our season or something like that. January transfer window. Yeah. So I'm not able to find the comment, but let's address it basically. Okay. So let's say you have a chance basically. I don't think it is very likely to happen, but let's entertain the idea. So one signing, let's say if we get to do, okay. So whom would you sign? An out-and-out striker?
I would get Sesko because his release clause just came out today. It's 55 million.
But उसने तो अभी recently sign किया ना contract.
Contract वो this thing no, it is a
2-year contract.
It's a 2-year contract with agreement to be made that he is going to leave.
And how good of a season he's having currently?
He scored like 5 goals, I think, or 2 goals, and he's not had that good of a season. I'd agree, but Leipzig have underperformed.
You guys, and Suchit, what is your take? आरुष तो बोल दिया सेस्को मतलब had he been in the helm basically he would have picked Sesko basically. So what would be your pick?
I would go I actually kept a poll in starting of the season saying, okay, if Odegaard gets injured, what is the scenario? Are we going to panic or something? For some reason, that deflated into Odegaard actually getting injured after 3-4 games. So I'm not saying anything after that. But I think we need to address the creative part of the team. So who are we going to sign for that? I really do not know what is. Who
I really think winter में कुछ नहीं होगा bro.
Again, loan वगैरह भी नहीं हो सकता है.
Bro, most of the deals will be very difficult to get out in winter.
Arteta
normally difficult होता है, but we have but we have done it in the past basically.
I
Look
mean,
at
what I can expect realistically, maybe would be a deal for Mboemo or something.
okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay.
Emblem. Okay.
उसका
MBMO
रिलीज
या
क्लॉज
फिर
कितना है by the way?
Kudu
उसका है नहीं
भी
इसका
हो
क्या
कुछ. उसका रिलीज क्लॉज कितना है?
Mboemo?
MBM
60 plus.
50-60 कुछ तो.
Okay.
I don't think release clause
उस पे
है
thread
but
लिखता हूँ मैं
valued
पर.
at 50-60 million.
Because he
Valued
felt you
at
were not starting front
valuation
half,
basically.
better to get Isak or Gyökeres.
संचित बोल रहे हैं कि better to go get Isak. Isak would be my pick bro.
Yeah, Isak,
संचित. मेरे को सही लगता है वो.
Yeah.
But वो
Yeah,
उसको
Isak.
100 के नीचे नहीं बेचेंगे वो लोग. उसको 90
और-
9
They
inflated
got
price
it for
basically.
7. Yeah, they got it for 70. So minimum they'll try to
Minimum
target
they'll
that
try to
100. Yeah.
recoup that
They're
value.
selling
Yeah.
it to a premium English club. So pakka
Hey,
that
we
tackle
are
is
a premium. Chalo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also that report which he said reports that Sesko didn't want to join Arsenal because he won't play in front of Havertz. It's wrong, bro.
Okay.
Havertz के against anybody can play. Come on.
100 के नीचे तो ब्रूनो भी नहीं आ रहा था. Right. But it was a different scene ना वहाँ पे at that time sporting fans were they were revolting against the club
I think वो
basically.
Bruno Guimaraes बोल रहा है.
हाँ, Gimares.
Yeah, Gyökeres.
है क्या?
हाँ,
नहीं
हाँ.
ये यूनाइटेड का फैन है. अच्छा okay that okay in the discussion में वो
Oh
that
yeah,
makes
maybe
sense,
yeah,
right?
because Bruno Fernandes came in the winter transfer window, no?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. And winter transfer window में we have historically signed what? Jorginho,
Oba.
Trossard,
Trossard.
Arshavin,
Oba.
Arshavin, you guys remember? Anybody?
Of
नहीं.
course,
I was
man,
small.
So absolutely. But what a player, man.
that Liverpool.
I
wow.
loved him, man.
Barcelona goal, Liverpool goal. Wow, amazing nights. Yeah,
Odegaard loan.
Odegaard loan deal, yeah. Yeah, hey, that's a good shout, yeah. I completely forgotten about that loan wala thing. All right. Before we wrap up, basically, Rupesh बोल रहे हैं कि Leipzig lost all 4 games. मैं इसीलिए आरुष को पूछा कि I knew कि Leipzig when we do basically predictions on our server, bro. ठीक है? तो and mostly Leipzig के सारे games they end up on the losing side. So I knew about this, but I didn't know कि भाई वो actually में score कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा है score with them. So yeah.
Openda
which
is
why
outscoring him this season.
I like Openda better than मुझे ज़्यादा पसंद है यार actually वो Openda. He came from the Genk या फिर Belgian league से आया था ना वो कहीं से तो आया था, right? And yeah, man. I think we need to keep an eye on him. Yeah. Without wasting any further time, Ishmit join किया. Ishmit, hi bro, Real Madrid fan कैसा है भाई? Arshavin. Anshul remembers Arshavin. Okay.
Arshavin. Barca goal.
यार अरे भाई वो I vividly remember that goal यार. मैं college में था. I had second thoughts about joining Arsenal last summer because the concerns should be back up. नहीं. I think that Arush वही बोला ना कि I think this is more of a gossip wala feed rather than a proper source ka feed is what I think. ठीक है.
Sesko staying there for actually another year, I personally felt it was a good decision by him because if he comes to Arsenal, I don't think he'll have time to develop. Right? And will we give him the time to develop at Arsenal? I really do not think so. But like, is he developing right now at Leipzig? I do not know. So will Leipzig try to cash in on that hype that okay, Sesko and all that? It's an interesting thing to see, to be honest.
नहीं but I think previously या after उसके बाद I think he was with the Belgian league. कहीं से तो आया लॉन्च में फिर then I think he came to Leipzig. क्योंकि I remember मैं उसको last 5 साल से मैं उसको FIFA में लेके उसको खेल रहा हूँ on the ultimate team पे. तो yeah. हाँ, so big game lads weekend पे we are up against Chelsea. ठीक है, Chelsea are on the up. Yeah. Damn. It's still a
Club
London
Brugge
derby, bro. Yeah, but sorry?
Club Brugge से आया था.
है ना?
Oh.
That's a Belgian club, right?
league.
So, yeah. उसको रॉ है काफी. अगर ये साल आता तो I don't think वो अच्छा करता. So which is why Suchit said ना कि that the decision made sense basically for him to basically stay there for one more year and see his growth और थोड़ा आगे बढ़े basically. तो that made sense. हाँ, तो so before I take your Chelsea वाला game का opinions, so Mikel ने ये भी बोला by the way, ठीक है? If we we play basically, and we'll have a big chance to win against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way we have to go. I told them I'm proud of them. I haven't seen them play in Europe in the manner we have today. We are disappointed because we did not get what we wanted out of the game. That's for sure. तो ये तो ठीक है, वो उसको डांट वाट कुछ पड़ा होगा. He was not concussed. ये तो tactical decision था obviously. Howard's injury, he's got a big cut, but hopefully he's going to be okay for the weekend. He has said. Yeah. So Chelsea game. So basically what he said is कि अगर जैसे in the manner we played the Inter वाला game, okay, if we continue to play the same way basically against Chelsea, we would get a positive result, is what he has said. ठीक है?
Agreed.
So, but
I mean,
How
but we
bad-
haven't scored a goal. यार, how will we win?
yeah, bro, last 2 games we have not scored a goal.
Last
bro.
3, I
मतलब-
think
Bro,
Bournemouth,
Newcastle and Intermilan are different, are like very similar teams in terms of defensive low blocks and mid blocks.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
Chelsea this season, they are
This is
very
going to
open
be an away-
defensive.
This is
हाँ,
also an
that is
away
true,
game.
yeah.
man.
Actually, simple
Away
question
game,
to you guys. With the same with the same amount of like balls that have been whipping in, the kind of like headers that we've been getting in against Inter, do you think Chelsea defense possesses the same physicality that Inter Milan had?
Right.
That is
No,
why I
so-
feel
so that is correct, you know. But the point is that we should not be
Your point
glorifying
makes
the
sense.
losses too much, saying that okay, if we play like this, we'll win against Chelsea and all. Think
That's a manager's
Basically,
way to give a positive affirmation, though.
yeah.
He has
See,
to.
I get your point, but I get your point. I'm just still thinking, like, why can't we like think that okay, if we play similar way with same intensity that we put in the second half, do you think Chelsea defense has it in them to sustain
No,
the
I
same
don't
pressure?
rate Chelsea defense at all. So I think we should be winning it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, they
that was
won't be
all I was
able to
trying to
contain
make.
Saka itself, bro. They won't be able to. It has happened last year also at Stamford
मतलब
Bridge.
आप तीनों
Who's the
you
right
guys are-
back? Reece James won't be.
Hey, he's back. He's back. He's back.
back.
Malo Gusto को वो लोग खिला रहे लेफ्ट बैक पे and he's gotten subbed off a couple of times for Cucurella.
वो विएगा खेल रहा है ना विएगा
Renato Viega bench से आ रहा है, start नहीं कर रहा है. But
Oh, by the way, he's a good player. Viega.
he's a good player.
He's good.
अच्छा height
Yeah.
and looks the part. He looks
Yeah, exactly.
So who would you start in the Chelsea वाला game? Very quickly.
Where? Midfield.
बता दो भाई, गोलकीपर तो पता है. Back four.
Um,
Back four. Pretty much same back four. What
Yeah.
Same
basically?
Same
Or-
back.
Or would you give a chance to throw in somebody like Zinchenko or something? No risks. No risks.
No, when Timber
We
is
aren't playing
very hard for
Preston,
me.
bro. We aren't playing
Sorry?
Preston. We aren't playing Preston, so no.
Yeah, we are. Right. Midfield.
Midfield.
Rice comes.
Yeah, Rice, Merino. If everyone is available, then Rice. Partey, you can't drop Partey, can you?
You can
Rice, Partey, and if Odegaard is fit, then Odegaard.
Yeah, it will be. I think Odegaard.
Yeah.
अगर ओडेगार्ड नहीं रहा तो मान लो वो बेंच पे
Jesus.
उसको रखते हैं, let's say.
I know he
Vaneri.
won't play Vaneri. He won't play Vaneri, so I'll say Jesus.
Jesus.
So then I think if Odegaard is not playing, then Partey, Rice, Merino.
Oh, full defense.
Merino को जरूरत नहीं है actually for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Start Sterling. I don't think we're allowed
Sterling
to
is
start
not allowed to play, bro.
Not
No,
parent club है.
Merino बोल रहा हूँ. Sterling की बात. अच्छा, okay. That comment you are reading. Okay.
Parent club है, हाँ. You haven't scored from the last 2 games. We have considered 9 in the last game. Real
At
का fan.
Bernabeu.
वो crazy game था यार वो that game, by the way.
Deserved.
Damn man. Okay. ठीक है guys. So thanks for this chat, bros. We have reached like what 90, almost 90 minutes. ठीक है. And
Yes.
Thanks for this. Let's try to make this a recurring thing. When when things are going not so rosy, let's connect and let's
Actually,
talk it out.
can I ask
like a
you one last
therapy.
question? Can
Yeah,
I ask
go
you
on.
guys one more? So if Havertz is injured, who is the striker?
Then it will
Havertz
be
cannot
Jesus
start.
Trossard, bro.
Who do you think should start for us in that position? Martinelli or Jesus or Trossard?
नहीं Jesus bro भाई Jesus 100% you start him.
Okay.
वो even if he does his futsal वाला skills, I'll be happy with it. भाई कर लेके तो start
कुछ तो कर ले भाई.
कुछ तो कर ले भाई. Okay. ठीक है. So guys, I'll see you soon then. I'll be hosting the watch along, of course, and
Yeah.
let's try to connect sometime before during the international break at least. है ना? We'll meet soon.
Definitely.
ठीक
Yeah.
है.
Hopefully it's a
Guys,
happy,
take care.
happy stream and not a rant stream.
Yeah, मतलब वही ना. So speaking with Arsenal fans, fellow Gooners basically is like a therapy stream. This should be called a therapy stream. ठीक है. मैं आया था, सोचा था कि मैं पूरा एकदम गाली वाली बकेंगे, अरे क्या ये वो मेरिनो MKC ये वो सब BCMC सब करेंगे, but turned out भाई चलो नहीं, इतना पॉजिटिविटी सामने से इतना आ रहा है तो भाई मैं कितना और क्या ही कर सकता हूँ. But yeah man, by the way आरुष, वो फ्री वाला आर्टिकल है या पेड वाला आर्टिकल है?
मैं तुझे लिंक भेज दूंगा. यू कैन व्यू इट फ्रॉम आर्काइव दिस थिंग.
हाँ ठीक है. Cool. चलो. नहीं, that's what I do even. हाँ, that वही चलता है भाई. Final comment: Will United finally win today or will bottle again? They
United
haven't
are
won in
playing
Europe. हाँ, they
United
haven't
are
won in
playing?
Europe for over a year, भाई.
Manchester United are playing home.
Galatasaray 1-0. Damn man. Okay. Zinchenko versus Neto. चलो. Guys, I'll see you soon then. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
take care.
Fine.
Okay.
Chalo,
Good night.
okay, guys.
Good night.
Thanks
Good
Raj,
night.
thanks Arush, thanks Sachin. Guys, take care.
Thank you. Thank you.